cord, yes. But yeah, there's gotta be that play. Sometimes, those strong poses are, in my mind, very masculine, which is, we need a balance. I get that, but we need a balance. So that's not an introduction to today's practice. It's just, here we go. So welcome yourself in, move the energies, change how you're sitting if you need to, and I'll bring it on down to your welcoming pose. Take your seat and check in. These qualities of softness and receptiveness. Softness and receptive. Softening the eyes, the forehead, the jaw, shoulders. Being receptive to the flow of breath as is. Inhaling, lengthen tall. You exhale, bring the hands to the heart, bow your chin. We enter into this space of deep listening, deep receptivity, of inviting in the soft qualities. We call ourselves home 3 times. Inhale. Oh. 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 Staying in your receptive state for a few moments. Just as you are, seeing if there's room to lift the heart, room to drop the tail. Take a nice full inhale, side out. And let your eyes gently open. And we'll begin with just this moving of the joints. So we move the wrists, and move the ankles, and I'm going to take the finger and move the thumb to touch each pad of the finger. And I might even lift these arms up high. Just changing direction. And I'm going to take the arms down, bring the energy down, come to a place where you can flex your feet and open your hands. And then you can turn your palms downward and bring them down. As I bring them down, I'm going to bend the knees. And I'll take the hands to the floor and we'll begin with this. I'm still sitting on my prop. It's moving. We'll add the shoulders. So, just a look over on each side. Okay, and then bring it to center. I'm going to take both legs over to the right side, and they might have to shift, and I might have to come off my bolster and move the bolster. You'll just create it. Maybe find a way. And even if that left hip is really lifting, whatever you need to do with this back leg. Okay. And then just going to move a little bit side to side, just waking up this side. And then you can move the arms more if that's there. Just, and you can go slow, Sadie. Yeah. Okay. The next time you come over to the right side, stay here. We're going to reach. And as you reach, lift the left hip. Turn yourself and just give a big then we'll arc that arm all the way up, open it, and come back. And the left hip is moving. And I'm just going to grab that dog. Oh, she hurt me. Okay. And the next time this left hand comes down, we'll put the hands behind to a place where you feel a little bit of restriction, and then waving yourself side to side. Keep the hands down. She knows heart's not here, so good. And then resting in that tighter place. So walk the hands more to the right. Turn your head to the right. Move your ribs to the right. Is there space to lift the heart? I'm barking. Good. Okay. I'm going to walk out of the twist a little bit. Put the hands down, and then you have your left knee or left shin is back, and I'm just going to lift the shin up a few times and keep the knee on the floor. So put your hands wherever the torso needs to be to make that happen. You drop it down. You do one more. Put it down and come up. We're going to change sides. So maybe it's a no hands, swing the legs over, make your adjustments. And then once you're here, we'll start with lifting and lowering the hip. I actually forgot. So I can't remember. I did the arms. I think, this, I got it. She's distracting me. Here we go. So just going to move the arms, take your time. I went right up to the top, but if you go halfway, it's and great. And let the arm come over, and you'll turn and reach, and then we'll arc it all the way up. And the right hip can be lifting and lowering and breathing. Good. Okay, and the next time this arm comes over, hands go down, walk your hands back, and find that little bit of flossing side to side. We'll lock her up. She's not up, so keep going. Move with your breath. And then come to your place of stillness. Ahead. Breathe. Okay, and then we'll come out of that just enough so you feel supported by your hands, and you drop the chest. And we're just going to lift and lower this back shin. I'm going to keep the knee down and just feel what this is. Good. Okay. And then we'll bring ourselves back, and we're going to change sides again. Maybe it's come up on this. I'm going to come up. I'm going to lift it up. Maybe I'll turn them, but you can also, whatever you need to do to just come onto the same first side again. Okay, This time we're going to walk the hands forward. Lower yourself down. You might come onto your forearms. Now this back leg is the left leg. I'm going to lift the shin up just like we did. Put it down. Do that a few times. And I'm going to stretch this leg back. So it might just walk and tuck the toes under and take it back. So we're in like a modified pigeon. Just pressing through that left heel. And my left leg is lifting off the floor. Just move it around a little bit. You could do that, even with the knee down. Okay, I'm going to keep that back leg straight. Place the hands on the floor. Come up. You can lean onto the right hip and take the right leg out. And just see what happens. You know, maybe they're both going to go out. And then I'm going to come back to that floss side to side that we did a moment ago. Okay, and then you'll find your place of most resistance. Because some of you might lower down onto your forearms and activating that back leg a little bit. So I have the toes tucked under and I'm pressing through. Do it however works. Breathe here. You can move yourself forward and back a little bit. I'm just doing a little massaging. Okay. So we're going to come up to sitting with and the legs are going to be wide. So I'm going to drop that knee down, bring the hand, and here we are. And I'm still sitting on a blanket. I've taken up the other thing. See how that is, and just get yourself situated. So I'm sitting up tall. I was going to roll the ankles, feel what's happening in the legs, and okay. And we're just going to turn to the right. Take a breath or two here. And release that and just turn yourself all the way towards the left. And come back to center and we'll sit in center. And the hands can be on the floor or on the legs. Lift your heart, drop the tail as best as you can. The knees can always bend. Okay, we're going to shift the legs over now to the left side and no hands. Come into this. And we'll bring the hands down. Yeah. Okay, so here I'm start with the lifting and the lowering of the right shin. And now come to extend that right leg, just feeling whatever's there. Maybe rock side to side. Explore this. And come down on your forearms if that's happier. Now rock over onto that left hip a little more and extend the left leg. Just feel in. Bring yourself back. On the hands, on the forearms, either one. Breathing into these places. Whatever you're feeling, you're receiving. With your soft, receptive, feminine energy. Making your way up, we'll bring the legs together. I'm going to pop up to the side we didn't do that, so I'm ready. If that works. Okay, I'm going to shift the legs to the other side, take the hands down, and then continue the mandala and bring them straight out. Yes, and do a little bit of this, a little bit of this. Great. Okay. Yes, take your hands down, find the lift. You need to bend your knees, do that. lifting of the heart. I'm going to open the legs, so I'm going to take my hands off and just boop. And then move, turn to the right. Inhale. Exhale and turn to the left. Turn to the right. Okay, we're going to fold over this leg. If this is bothering you, fold the left leg in. Inhale and just walk yourself over, and you're not going anywhere other than wherever the soft, receptive energy tells you to stop. And dropping all the expectations from your face, breathing, and feeling whatever's happening. One more full breath in. You exhale, bring yourself back up. Come to sit. You need to fold your legs, do that. Okay, and then turn to the left. And slowly walk yourself over the left leg. In any place you stop, this is your entryway. Welcoming, opening door. Here. Stay here. One more breath. Bring yourself up. No hands. Bring your legs together. This time I'm going to keep them right together. I'm going to put the hands down so I'm lying back a little bit. Give some wrist. Then we'll rock his knees side to side. You can add the shoulders. Good. And then coming up and put the feet on the floor. I'm going to turn the hands and just walk it up. And you could be on the pads of your fingers. See where you can open the shoulders, lift the heart. Slide the feet forward. You're going to open them again, no hands. Whew. There it is. Okay, here's the next one, and you'll fold in if you need to, because I'm going to take so I'll start with the right hand on the right leg somewhere. We'll turn to the side and we'll melt down. You'll just keep coming down. Maybe the hand is going to hold the head. If that's there, if not, it's no problem. Just stay where you are. If you need to have the hand on the floor, do that. Feel like it's the turning. And then I'm going to take this left hand with the palm facing back and just drop it behind the back. Okay, that's the pose. So coming in wherever it is. Close your eyes. Where's the opening? Any tension in the left shoulder. Release very gently. Just come up nice and slow. And if the legs need a break, give them a little break. Okay, we go to the second side. This is me just showing you. If you need a prop underneath your knees, put it there. Okay, we put the left hand on the leg, turn to the right, and then start to side bend wherever this is going to go. And take the right hand, back of the hand to your back somewhere. Just feel, where can you soften? breath. Let go. Rise up. Come back to that same release. So bring the feet together, take the hands back with windshield wiper. Don't lie down. Let's do one more, but just so I'm going to come back to this. Take one breath. And I'm going to sweep both legs. I'm going to take them over to the left side. So whatever works, find it. Okay. I'm just situating what I need to, knowing I'm going to come up. So if it's a this a couple times, do that. That's all fine. If you can bring the hands together, rise up and come down. So anything you do, just to kind of build it. But I'm going to do one more. Okay, and then we'll change sides, however that works. You know, doing is the doing. Doesn't need to be any more than the doing. The intention. The intention of what it is what it is. Okay, and we'll come back and stretch your legs, do this, whatever you need to do. And we'll come to sit in Baddha Konasana. So we'll put props wherever you need them. Let's start with the footy. Your feet are there, and the inner arch, the side of your heel. And give some nice massaging to the inner thighs, inner shins. Okay, so this is gonna look different for everyone, depending on your comfort. So if your knees are really lifted, sit up higher. And I'm gonna put my hands on the lower shin, the ankle part, and just find a lift. So the shoulders come back, and it's almost like the shins are pushing forward. My heart is lifting. Just gonna take a few breaths here. There's a good lift on the inside. Anchoring, using the hands to kind of anchor everything. You can lift your torso a little higher. One more breath. Good. Okay, and then we'll move into forward fold here. You find your place, whatever that is. You need to move the legs forward, create more space, then that's all fine and lovely. And the rocking is lovely, and the releasing is lovely. Finding your place and creating this inner joy. One more breath. And coming up, stretch your legs, move them around, whatever you need to do. And then we'll come back to this windshield wiper. And maybe we'll create more space this time for the hips. And just rocking yourself. Okay, let's stay in one side. So whatever the place the knees are dropping, just stay there for a moment. Maybe the hands can walk back a little more, like we're leaning in during something lovely. And then change sides. The knees rock. Okay, come back. Move your legs. Good. I do want to do just before we come to lie down, that's where we're going. Give yourself a little footy, and I'm going to weave the fingers in between the toes. We haven't done that for a little bit of time, so it's always interesting to see what has occurred. Yes. Okay, and then just moving just be with your foot, whatever way. Sit however we need to. Break it out. Yeah, I'm gonna remove the fingers and just give each toe a little pull and a twist. red. And we'll put the sock back on. You can always look at your feet too. It's always, I miss that. But even feeling, I can already feel it's going, wait, where's my turn? Okay, so take your other foot and give it a nice little rub. Weaving your fingers in between those toes when you're ready. Just feeling what is. It's a moment of honoring. Yes. Okay, and then we'll give each toe a little, you can take your hand out, give it a twist and a tug, a little warm up. And then put the sock back. Okay, so we're gonna come to lie down. Just gonna have a blanket. I'm gonna keep this blanket where it is and I'll put another one for the head. And I'm gonna come down through a bit of balance. So it's interesting. No, that's all fine. Okay, just like this, I'm gonna sit. Maybe hands go behind the thighs and take that lift we were playing with. See what happens. So here's the same thing. I'm saying, can I lift my heart, drop the tail? You might start to scoop. And take your time. Coming down onto your back. Slowly and receptively and softly as you can. And once you're here, hug your knees into your chest and just give yourself a little bit of rocking. Put my hands on the knees and take a few circles in one direction. We're really tracing the line of the sacrum. You can feel that happening. And the opposite direction. Give those knees a nice hug in. Perhaps you lift your head and your chest, make yourself really small. But you're soft. Shoulders are soft and the breath is compressed. Then you release. Okay, lower yourself down. Take your arms out to the side and begin to lower the feet down and see if you can get maybe the heels to touch first. They're going to touch at the same time. Once they're down, lower the sole of the foot to the floor. Heel toe your feet a comfortable distance and we'll move into our windshield wipe. The palms are soft, fingers are soft. Okay, I'm gonna let these knees drop over to the right and you might widen the feet further out, just feel what it is. And imagine you're sitting on the floor as you work. Your left hip is probably lifting. You're gonna keep the arms out to the side. You're gonna lift the left hip and lower it a few times. So I could say rolling more onto the right side and releasing. Just making this very small movement. Right. Okay. And then we're going to add the left arm. So as you inhale, circle the left arm overhead, bring the left hip up. You might come more onto your right side and then open back out to that starting position. Just do that a few times. So your eyes can be closed. Just receiving, feeling the head moving. And the next time everything opens, we'll lift the knees up, keep the feet wide, readjust your body, and drop the knees in towards each other in this very soft and receptive place. Feel your breath. Soft hands. Separate the knees. Bring them both over to the left side. And set up whatever you need for props. However far you need the feet to be. And we'll start to lift and lower just the right hip. Just a few times. And we're going to add the right arm. As you lift the right hip, take the right arm over your head, and bring it back up. Close your eyes. They're probably already closed. Be with this motion, this little dance. One more. And then returning to the starting position. And lifting the knees up. Bring the knees together. Descend into the depths of the support beneath you. Separate the knees, heel toe the feet, so they're together, not touching, but in a place that you feel you've got it here to bring the right knee into your chest. You're going to rock this right knee in and out as far as it's going to come in, let the tail lift, and as far as it's going to go out. And if you wish to extend the left leg, do it mindfully, feel the heel on the floor, and as if the heel is pressing to extend the leg close to the wall. And continue to rock this right knee in and out. Okay, hug this knee in. Let the shoulders relax. And then keep the fingers interlaced, even if it's behind the thigh or you're holding the strap, I'm not sure. But take this leg out to the right side and then draw the knee up towards the right shoulder. Add a little flexion into your feet. And then turn the head to the left. Bringing the knee to center your head back up and dropping this knee over to the left side. So the hands might want to move the side of the knee. Gently drawing this right hip in. Let's bring the head to the right. Soften the shoulders. Then bring everything back to center. I'm going to take the hands behind the thigh, and they might interlace. You're going to decide. Drop the heel down, and then we'll point and flex this right foot a few times. And then we're going to lift and lower the shin. So the next time your foot points, inhale and straighten the leg. So your hands can go anywhere here. Flex the foot and lower the heel down. Just wave this with your breath. Perhaps your eyes are softly gazing at your foot with wonder how amazing it is. Okay, next time your foot drops down, leave it there, and we'll swing the shin side to side like you're, someone would say, painting the wall or painting something. And once the leg comes up, just continue to now bring it down, moving side to side. You could release your hands. They don't need to be there, I guess, for this. Good. Do one more. Take it up. I feel like it's more like conducting an orchestra. And the next time it comes down, bend your left leg, drop that right ankle over the thigh or the knee, and just be here. Let the knee open. Feeling the shift in the hips, just letting all that be. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit of flexion into the right foot. And we'll draw this right knee in and out like we do. And if you like to use your hand there, or just move it through its own place. Okay. We'll move to thread the needle. Sometimes you need a little bit extra support under your head, so be mindful of that if you do, and bring it in. This is me, no hands. Just bringing it in. It's fine. You put your hands in your toes. You can feel for both. Looking for a stretch here in this outer hip. Might wave this side to side. So I'm going to stay here for another few moments. I'm going to straighten this left leg. So I might add the hands now behind the thigh. It's a soft pose though. Even as I have the leg straightened and it's dropping, I'm allowing that to happen by softening the glutes. Not muscling it, just letting it be. And release the left foot to the floor. I'm going to cross this right knee over the left knee because we're here. Take the arms out and come to this very narrow windshield wiper. It doesn't need to be very deep. It's rocking a little bit of a tighter place for the hips and the back. Good. Great. Okay. You can come to center, release the legs. Let's take a few breaths in whatever pose you like just to feel. I'm just going to drop the feet and knees together. Feel what is. One more breath. Okay, set yourself up so you can bring the left knee in and you can interlace anywhere behind the thigh, on top of the shin. And we'll begin with this rocking horse. That means you could let the hips be moving here too. Okay, I'm going to mindfully extend the right leg with the heel on the floor, like pushing something away. And then come back to that rocking. Okay, drawing that left knee in, take it out to the left side, so my hands are there to support it, and drawing it up towards the left shoulder. And turn the head to the right. Just inviting in this softness. It's not about muscling in, it's about receiving any space, any softening. Bring everything back to center. You take this knee over towards the right side, and the hands will shift again to the outer knee. You turn the head to the left, and you drop it in. Just releasing, opening the door. To receive it. Everything back to center. You take the hands, or maybe no hands. That's up to you. You point and flex this left foot. I have my hands here, but they might end up coming. Good. And then point the foot and inhale and straighten. And flex the foot to lower. So I'm going to take my arms up to the side and just continue this with soft jaw, soft thighs, and soft shoulders. Amazement at the way this foot can articulate and move. And the next time it comes down, we'll conduct the orchestra. It's waving side to side. So it is a hip rotation. Do the whole process again, just lifting it up and lowering it down. Next time it drops, we bend the right leg, cross the ankle over knee, and take this rest and release for the hips. And if the body does what it does, it's going to shift, breathe, release. expansive receptivity. Okay, start to rock this knee in and out, so I'm a little flexion to the foot. Use your hand with your knee. It's opening and closing. And then we'll move to thread the needle, and you can see I'm building my hands here. However you are, you invited to rock you. Stay in the pose. I'm going to straighten this right leg and add the hands here. Just invite it in. You're really releasing the effort, dropping the glutes, softening the back, the jaw. Release. Lower your feet to the floor. Let's take that knee over knee before you uncross. The left knee over the right knee. I'm gonna open the arms again and find this windshield wiper. It's more compact. Release your feet, maybe stretch the legs and the arms over your head. Give yourself a nice big stretch in some linear plane. All right, so our next pose is going to be twist. I'm going to twist to the right to begin. And I'm going to take that deep twist where I'm going to bring the left knee in and cross over. So if that's where you want to be and you need support, put it there. Otherwise, any twist, knees together, knees lower. If your back is giving you some issues, you're going to use the twist. If your back's giving you issues too, you might start with the feet on the floor and drop them, slowly raise them. See how that is. But this is how I'm going to come in. I'm going to stretch that right leg straight, bring the left knee in, and then the right hand holds that left knee, and roll over, and see if you can get knee and shin supported. And now I'm here, I'm going to bend that right elbow, lift the right shoulder, see if there's room to turn the chest a little more, head a little more. Okay. Finding a place where you can settle. Be in that soft, receptive place. Moving into those tighter spaces. That's what we're looking for. Imagining yourself. This is what I love to think of, going to that tight hip or tight back and opening the door, bringing in the light, inviting it to come in and relax. And sit by the fire of your breath. We're here for another 5 breaths. Make any adjustments. Turn your head to the left, turn the head to the right, and then find your way out of your twist. Just bring the self back onto the back, readjust anything. Take 3 breaths in the center, however close you like. And we're bathing these places now. You might even feel that the left side is a little more softer to the floor. Use a rock, just bring it across you. begin by bringing this right knee in. And your left hand holds the knee, right arm goes out to the side. Roll completely onto your left side. Just figure it out to a place that you can simply be here. And I love that word simple. Doesn't mean easy. It's not complicated. And turning the head if that's appropriate. And feeling your soft hands, soft fingers, soft. Moving to our final 5 or so breaths. And here, open the door, invite in your guests. You turn your head, turn it all the way to the left. Carefully and slowly, making your way back onto your back. Okay. You have the feet on the floor. You're going to lift the hips and take this little hammock swing we do. So put your hands wherever you need them to be to support you to just gently lift up and sway your hips side to side. You can soften the glutes a little bit as you do that. And lower yourself all the way down. Windshield wiper a few times. Bring the knees into the chest and rock side to side. Let's come to an egg beater. I'm going to put the hands underneath the hips, so the feet might come back down with the hips. Place your hands, if that works. You find your egg beater. You can be very slow, really rotating each hip. I'm actually taking the legs a little wider apart. I'm going to do this and change direction. Conducting the orchestra. All of these other things that we do. Okay. Dropping the knees in. Remove the hands. Take them to hold the shins for a moment. We're going to go to happy baby. So I'll open the knees apart, bring them in. Maybe you stay here. Move your hands behind the thighs or grab your feet behind your rocking. And if you're in a place where you can extend one leg and take the other one in, Baddha Konasana and Upavishta Konasana. Both of them came into our practice today, just finding your flow, whatever it is. Okay, hug the knees back in and set up for Shavasana. I'm going to rock and roll here 5 times or so. Anything you like, friends, but I am going to go to legs up the wall. If you're coming to lie down, lying over the bolster, it might just be delicious. You know, you can put your blocks and something under the head. I'm going to move into legs up the wall. Move this bolster down. And all your delicious. Like below your same bed, if you have a hands in your socks. referring to, just the setup of creating space for yourself. Creating space for yourself, taking an hour for you. Wow. And here's the place where everything culminates in this practicing of being soft and receptive. Bring it in here into your restful pose, whatever shape you're in. You can say to yourself, I am resting. I am quiet. I am receptive. I am soft. Staying as you are, shifting, slowing down. Take some time in. Dropping into a deeper state of softening. Staying as you are. Bring your hands to rest on your belly space somewhere and keep them there. Invite in a little bit of massage, just a gentle touch. Rest your hands and begin to invite in deeper breath, more expansive breath. stay in your rest, and now you can find a little bit of movement and slow, soft breathing. Take your time. Seated when you down. Bringing your hands to your heart. Bow your chin. Feel this practice with one own inhale. Oh. Breathe into your hands. With your breath, and offer it to yourself. Offer it out to each other and beyond walls and loved ones, your families, yourself. Deep honoring and gratitude. Thank you for this day. We'll see you on Sunday. So much love. Thank you. Thank you.